Hey everybody, Dirili here. I'm really sorry that I have some bad news for you all today. I have been agonizing over this for quite a while now, and I offer my deepest apologies to everybody for this, but I'm going to have to stop reading videos on my channels. I still had 2 more Reine Des Fleurs videos to upload this week, but after those, there won't be any more for the time being. I will, however, still be subtitling videos for the translators' channels, so for the rest of Reine Des Fleurs, you can see Momoko's channel. For the rest of Trigger Kiss, you can see Olorin's channel. And for the rest of Chapter 0 of Collar X Malice and possibly other titles later, you can see Irmuni's channel. All of those will be linked in the description and in the cards. This was not a decision I made lightly at all. And I had meant to make this video like half a week ago, but I've been really sick, and every time I sat down to try and think of what to write, the pain just kept blocking me from thinking at all. Mostly I just can't deal with it anymore. I really tried, but my anxiety and depression issues just don't fit well with running a YouTube channel. Amongst other issues, it's a really bad fit for someone who can't really work regularly and needs to take off long periods of time every so often. I mean, you've seen that I can work constantly for long periods of time too, but then that's the other side, that I have downturns and there's never telling how frequent they'll be or how long they'll be. And I just had one in, June? And I've been kind of struggling since then, fighting through and hoping I would hit a high point again, but now I'm realizing I just can't keep doing that. This isn't the sort of medium for it. To maintain a YouTube channel, you pretty much do have to just stay regular all the time. It's not like other artistic endeavors I've done where I can work for several months and then I can take off for a month or 2 here and there whenever I need to. When I started this channel, initially I intended to do it for at least 2 years and then reassess at that point, see if it's something I really enjoyed doing that much to keep going, or if it actually became a productive thing. I'd say the games are a real passion for me, and I really do still want very badly for Ultimate games to become popular in the West, and for more of the higher quality titles to get converted to English. But narrating videos is definitely not my passion. It's difficult for me. It has been a lot of fun, but it's also been a lot of work, because I'm definitely not a natural at all. If I was better at this and didn't have to edit so much, I might enjoy it more, but the way I am, it takes a lot of time to do a narrated video, and I really hate editing. Yeah, my voice is definitely not my favorite medium to work with, of all the mediums I have worked with in my life. And some of you may have noticed, I'm pretty much mentally incapable of working on more than one thing at a time. I had it meant for YouTube to consume my entire life, but after a while I just end up dropping everything else because I'm just a very obsessive person, and that's what always happens to me, so there's really a number of reasons why I have to stop, because it's interfering with too many things in my life right now. Not just psychological reasons, but psychological is the biggest reason. I mean, YouTube is a huge time and money sink for me, so even though I've tried multiple times to cut back on YouTube activity so that I'll have time to work on other things, to make money and whittle down my debt a little and stuff like that, it just keeps not working because of the way I am. I just end up going back to it and spending all my time on it. Even cutting back to 4 translation videos a week, though, doing both the subtitle version and the narrated version, takes almost as much time as a full-time job. If I just make the subtitle versions for the translators' channels, that'll probably take me around 15 to 18 hours a week, and I can swing that because even though it's a bit time-consuming, it's also a bit relaxing in a way because it's somewhat mindless work, and I can listen to stories and such while I'm doing it, and sort of half-watch TV while I'm doing it sometimes. And I'm really hoping that more people will start watching the translators' channels for further videos. I've always felt bad that more people didn't go to theirs, so maybe this will actually help their channels out more. I'm going to keep updating the playlists on my channel when the subtitled ones go up, and I've enabled it to show on my activity feed. If people check my activity feed, then they can see when those get listed. But I definitely recommend over that subscribing directly to the translators' channels. And there's also the issue of my financial status at the moment, which has been kind of a push. Because it recently hit me really hard just how bad my financial situation is right now. My family doesn't even know about it. Well, my one sister who actually watches my videos will know about it now, but I know I can trust her not to worry the rest of my family. So I really have to get back to my last endeavor to try to pay off some of this mountain of debt. Because basically for the last few months I've been doing a little more than paying the interest off, which is pretty bad. And I still have to pay off a lot of the equipment I purchased just to do YouTube, though most of that will still be utilized to do the translated subtitle videos, so it didn't go to waste, it's still being utilized. The only thing I bought that's not going to be utilized so much now is my microphone, which wasn't super expensive, just mildly expensive. And it'll probably get used again later on anyway. And anyone listening probably knows that I didn't start this channel to make money anyway. It was to try and popularize otome games, and to provide people with audiobook material to listen to while they can't watch TV to read. Because that's something my sister and I want, and sort of need more of. I really hate leaving people hanging for that, because there's just too little material out there for people like us to listen to. And I'll definitely understand if you few patrons out there drop, but I've only ever asked for help with paying for translations, and I'm still going to continue to pay for translations with Momoko. So if you want to continue Patreon support to help keep those videos going up on Momoko's channel, that would be great. Or to help pay for the hours a week I spend making the videos for the other channels, since I'm not going to be putting ones up on my channel. Not that I was getting much ad revenue anyway, but, to help with that, because there won't be any more of that. Because usually old videos don't get that many watches. Once you don't put up new videos anymore, your channel kind of dies. But still, like I said, I'll understand if people want to drop, no problem. But even though, like I said, I don't do this for money, if things get any worse than they are now, it's an expendable cost and time consumption that may have to go as well in the future, depending on how my situation ends up going. You never know what's going to happen. Once I pay off some debt, which is going to take me a while, I want to spend a few months learning Japanese, and hopefully I'll be able to actually do some translating on my own after a while. So this channel may come back a bit later, but for now I have to divert most of my time and money elsewhere before things get any worse for me and everything I own gets repossessed and I end up living on the street or something. I was thinking about posting a weekly video as a notification of the translated subtitle videos that go up on the other channels. I'll go ahead and put up a poll up in this video if you all think I should bother with that or not. So to take the poll, click on the icon in the upper right-hand corner of the video. That's for PC. I'm not sure if it works on other platforms. I'm hoping most people will just subscribe to the translators channels, and it won't even be a thing, really, that I would need to do update videos every week. Oh god, I'm sure I'm going to get lots of thumbs down for this, but I'm really sorry. I just can't handle it anymore on a number of fronts right now. I really can't say how sorry I am to be quitting on you all, but I truly wish you all well and hope you're doing better than me right now. And I hope I'll be back in the near future with some translating skills of my own to add to things. But for now, bye-bye everybody.